Hi everyone, this is Crow the Sandler fan here, and today I'm going to do a movie review. And today's movie review is going to be on the 2005 computer animated film released by Blue Sky Studios, and it's Blue Sky Studios' second film, and that would be Robots. So the plot for Robots is it's about this robot named Rodney Copperbottom, played by Ewan McGregor, who's a huge fan of the greatest robot of all time named Big Weld. Basically, Big Weld has his own TV show, and he makes spare robot parts. Ronnie's been a huge fan of Big Weld ever since he was a child, and now Rodney is an adult, and he wants to go to Robot City and meet Big Weld in person, so that way Rodney can show Big Weld his invention that he made called the Wonderbot. But but then however, uh things were changed. Things were changed a lot, and Ronnie thought Big Weld no longer exists because there's a new successor named Phineas T. Ratchet, played by Greg Kinnear, who lives with his mom, Madame Gasket, played by Jim Broadbent. Basically, Phineas T. Ratchet only cares about himself and wants to upgrade robot parts, and Madame Gasket's evil plan is to basically throw chunk robots in the fire that if they can't be repaired. So that because if a robot is broken, um they would not be repaired, and they would just end up being thrown in the fire pit by Madame Gasket. And it's basically up to Ronnie to stop Madame Gasket and bring Big Weld back, and that's basically what the plot of the movie is. What I think of this movie? This was a really great film. I really enjoyed it. Even my mom enjoyed it too. I agree with everyone else. Robots is a very good and underrated Blue Sky Studios movie from 2005. And I also thought the movie was very funny too. I gotta say, uh, all of the humor in this movie are very perfect, and the voice acting is good too. Ewan McGregor did a good job voicing Rodney, and Robin Williams did a good job voicing Fender. Fender was a very funny character. I did like him. And Amanda Bynes did a good job voicing Piper, who is Fender's sister. And Drew Carey did good in this movie too, and as well as Harland Williams. And Mel Brooks did a good job voicing Big Weld, and Halle Berry did a good job voicing, um, well, I forget her name, but, she happens to work for Phineas T. Ratchet, but later falls in love with Ronnie in the end of the movie. I forget the character's name, but I thought Halle Berry did a good job voicing her. And there are a lot of funny moments I loved in the movie. Honestly, in my honest opinion, out of all of the funny parts, the funniest line I loved in the movie was the scene where the green robot, which I forget his name, but he's a green robot. He's voiced by Harland Williams. So in this case, I'll just call him Green Robot since I forget his name. But anyways, my favorite, the funniest part I liked in this movie was the scene where the green robot gives Diesel, which is another robot, the green robot gives Diesel a voice box, and when the voice box was inserted in Diesel's mouth, it's just audio of a Spanish soccer game, and Diesel is kind of acting like go, 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 go. That was pretty funny, and I also liked the scene where Fender was singing the "I'm a Little Teapot" song while unscrewing Rodney's foot. That was also a funny scene, and I also liked I also like the scene where the mailbox robot comes to the robot's house, and Fender asks the mailbox robot if he has any mail for him, and the mailbox robot responds by saying, "Yes, I have something for you." And the mail for Fender was just him slapping Fender, and mailbox robot says, "This is what you get for." I honestly forget what Fender got slapped for, but anyways, that's not important. That was still a funny scene nonetheless. And my favorite character in this movie has got to be Piper Pinwheeler. Piper's my favorite character in the movie, and I love Amanda Bynes. She is a great actress. And the music was good too. I love the music. And throughout all of the characters I like, there are 4 characters I did not like. I didn't like Tim the guard. You know, he's that robot from the Big Weld show, and he refused to let Rodney into Big Weld's house. I like Paul Giamatti though, but I just didn't like him as Tim the guard. I also didn't like Madame Gasket. She was very scary and weak villain. And I don't like Phineas T. Ratchet. In fact, Phineas T. Ratchet reminds me of Mr. Burns, because just like Mr. Burns, Phineas T. Ratchet is greedy and only cares about himself. And I also didn't like Rodney's dad's boss, Mr. Gunk, because Mr. Gunk totally reminds me of Walter's boss from the movie Elf, Mr. Greenway. In my opinion, I gotta say, Mr. Gunk and Mr. Greenway are both tied as the worst bosses I've ever seen in the movie. But nonetheless, oh, sorry about that. Accidentally dropped my DVD. Whatever. Anyways, I love the acting. The acting was really good. The music was perfect, and all of the funny scenes were perfect. So, to any of you who haven't seen Robots yet, I recommend it. It's such a good movie, and trust me, you'll get a bunch of laughs when watching it. So for my final rating of Robots, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10 stars. It's a pretty good and underrated animated movie from 2005. So I hope you all enjoyed my review on Robots. Let me know in the comments of what you think. This is me saying peace out.